It is time. The apocalypse is here. And we don't have a whole lot of red land around because we've kind of covered it all with buildings and things. I guess it's just the grass that turns red. But seasonal buildings do work, so let's plant some of that barley so we can hopefully help our cows survive. They have 6 days of food remaining. It'll take 5 days for these to grow, and then we can harvest. That's just in time. That's pretty cool how that happens. I am gathering stone here. This guy's gonna be done with the ice. This guy is still able to produce ice, which is interesting. Oh yeah, because we got the boon for seasonal buildings all work during the apocalypse. Crazy, so you can still produce ice if you really needed to. But we don't. We're gonna generate some cold instead. We're generating a lot of heat right now. Holy crap. 104 from production. Let's stop producing that with the cloaks. I'm gonna dismantle these because I don't want to be accidentally putting people in them. And even lanterns too. Let's have a look. What is generating heat? So campfires. You know what? We'd be better off just stopping the campfires. We don't need the food. Don't need the lantern, that's for sure. So there you go. We're actually 50-50. We need to generate more cold. Tomorrow we'll be able to train another guy in the ways of producing cold from ice. I don't really know what he needs to do to get that working. It seems obvious to me to put the ice out, but maybe there's some secret methods. And then we should be able to, well, overproduce on the cold. And then we can start cooking again. We could keep cooking right now. I feel pretty safe on doing that. But we have other things to do with our workers. Let's get some fishermen going. Build up in nature as much as we can. We are generating... What? We're getting 12 from the smelteries. Oh, we have another day of healthy air. Right. So it'll be going back down to 8 production, but we'll be even on the copper bars. And we're actually making a ton of water because of all those huge springs that we produced. Constructed. We made springs on these lands. Actually, we got some more water out of that. Some more water out of that. Okay. We're just finding water everywhere. And then for health, we're fine. 537 surplus. Only 65 out of the 90. Again, the healthy air is going away, so some of these numbers are going to drop. We have a lot of surplus hope. We could use a little bit more. For 12 days, and we're only going to be generating 80-ish per day. 70 or 80 per day, so we'd be losing 30 per day. I think we'll be okay. 40 from the doom. That's a big number. 15 from the doom. So the difference is the threat. 15 from the doom. 15 from the doom. It's funny that hope ended up being the one that's the most threatening to us. Oh, we can just get some knife masters. Oh, no knife masters available. You know what? We don't need the research. Let's just pull people out of research. Apparently I didn't have anybody working as knife masters there either. Really? Where are our knife masters at? Jobs. We have 3 of them. One is there. Oh, yeah, making fabric. We don't need fabric. We don't need fabric or leather. So you guys can go work at these spots instead. I'll actually take one of you out just to stick with the slightly more efficient one. Oh, we could turn cheese and ale into more hope. Let's do that. Cool. We're using a festival. Plus 10 if an active social building within 1, and plus 2 if there's a social building within 2. So, easy. Plus 10 if there's an active social building within 1. Is there? This isn't a social building. So if we put people in the meeting point... I'm confused. Social buildings are specifically the relaxing stand and the meeting point. Well, I'm happy to use cheese here. Cheese and ale. We have a good amount of ale stored. We can use meat, but the ale gets us a lot more happiness. Okay. I don't quite understand. Like, this is an active social building. If I put a guy here instead, not enough carrots. Okay, change production to something else. Nope, no options there. Okay, alright, whatever. We'll just leave them there. That's fine. This stone, what do we need? Cooling. I guess another way to get cooling is to put some of our watchers here. There you go. Okay, we're doing great. It is telling me to put stuff in for research. Let's research onions, sure. And then tomorrow I need to remember to train that one guy. We have 295 fish. Not running out of that anytime soon, so I don't feel a need to put fishermen into their fishing posts. We have a lot of food. We have so much food. Holy cow. Even the fancy foods, look at that. 250 cheese, 250 meat. We're just gaining more. So good. How are we getting so much, actually? -3, plus 15 from herbal dairy. We have... These herbal dairies are boosted somehow. 5 cheese. We don't have a wind event anymore. Did it just lock in the wind event? Because we had one more day remaining on the wind event at the end of the last set of stuff. Did it just lock it in? Wow. If it did, then we are going to be doing great. 75 from production. That's this. Should we? Oh, 11 now from these. Okay. All right. So the fans are not so good for us. Put another watcher in there. That helps a little bit, but yeah, the main thing is going to be to have this ice maker, which, by the way, or the ice cutter, he trains quicker because of that one boon we took for that. Pretty sweet. Medicinal herb fields? Sure. And health is still doing fine. 500 surplus health. We're happy to have this guy and a couple others working. So yeah, we're not getting the 50% more per day. I don't know how we're making so much cheese. Oh, no, we're not now. It's 3. Okay. It was either I was misreading it or I don't know. It took a moment to update. That's fine. All right, we're good. Easy. I mean, really, at this stage, we're just going to be passing the days until we win. It's going to be a really easy one. I don't think I have to do anything. We'll see what the mini apocalypses bring, I guess. Because, like this health one, this could make a whole bunch of our people sick, so they're not working anymore. Bleeding! Oh no, we're bleeding, so they all die. Oh, we don't have the greatest facilities for curing bleeding. We do have 9 bandages stored, so we can heal, I think, 4 people per day. Uh-oh. I think we need to build some more anti-bleeding places. 19 pips for bleeding. We have enough bandages for that. If it's 4 pips per bandage, let's double check that. It is. Physician's table here. Growing? The animals are growing. A mini apocalypse is coming. Just like omens, we need to be ready for anything. Hold on. Do the cows reproduce? Medicinal herb field researched? I think that's what happened there. If you're able to store 3 cows in this place, then they grow more cows. That's why the population wasn't going down. I thought our people were automatically luring them in, but no. That is so cool. And very, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is for that. Niche, I guess? Kind of niche. Because the only reason we have space for a 3rd cow in this is because of that water lovers boon that we took. Like, these are normally 2, so you would never see cows growing in them. That's so cool. I have extra pips. Let's use bandages and cure bleeding on... Let's see how many people show up. Oh, no healer available. That's because he's busy healing. Let's get him out of this one. This is a little bit less efficient. Healer heals how many? Let's see. The cat is bleeding. Dang. So if we look at our ailments, looks like only a couple of guys. Hold on. Physician's table. And they only have 5 days to heal him. Heals 2 bleeding pips with bandages. So we should be able to force that. Let's take them out. Who else is bleeding? Let's just... Migi. Take Migi out so they can return to healing afterwards. This should heal 4 people. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Peachy, PC, whatever their name is, they're not doing anything, I think, so that's fine. Oh, cooling. Hey, let's turn on our cellars. We did have those built specifically for this kind of thing. Nice. That's great. And I think that's all we need for cooling. Okay, well, those help a little bit. Surplus cold, surplus nature. We are technically losing on the hope, but we're fine. Surplus health. And I can put another knife master in if we really need to. We'll take the hemp field, sure. Somebody can go plant the seeds here. Yeah, we'll have enough barley. I think we might have one cow starve. That should be all. I think we're okay. We're only able to heal 4 people per day, which means with 19 people on the 5th day that they're bleeding, we'll be healing them. I hope that happens before they perish. If we do lose people, though, it's not the end of the world. I feel bad for them, right? They made it this far, and then on like the last possible day, they bleed to death. Okay, hemp field research, and we have 18 research to go. Let's pick a flower field. There you go, in case people start mourning. Oh, we still have thinkers working, that's right. Well, if we're gonna have some thinkers working, then we may as well move them over to the more efficient. Hang on. Cure sickness, cure bleeding. So yeah, that did cure 4 bleeding people. I guess maybe the guy who's doing the bleeding who was doing the curing was one of the bleeding people. Okay, so other people think that they have more important things to do. You guys don't. You need to be cured. Get over here. Is that 4? I don't know. So if I say this, I think that forces them. Yeah, there you go. Tavari, there we go. So holding control does do it. Okay, I swear I tried control before and it didn't work, but that's fine. If it works, then we're happy. And I just messed it up by doing that, so cancel, cure bleeding, force it. Looks like somebody else is coming up. Alright, well, either people get healed or they don't. It's up to them. I need more hope generation. Oh, I was going to move people over the scriptoriums. Oh well, that's alright. How much paper do we have? It's at 59 paper. Maybe it'd be better to just hold on to the paper. Since we're using the Blade Masters elsewhere, you never know. If there's an event that uses paper, like the flooding, right? We got a mini apocalypse and it flooded all of our all of our water temples, ironically. Then maybe we need to use some paper to soak up the flooding. I don't know. Still good on the temperature. This is the only thing, but we're not worried about it. This is... Oh, hold on. Put the doctor back in. And force some curing. Just gonna watch to make sure that they show up. Looks like they are. Oh, and I think the workers returned. Oh wait, no, we can take them out of this one. That's fine. We don't need the temperature. Oh yes, we do. What am I saying? Where are our ice cutters? No ice pip available. What? Where's our ice pip? 2 ice pips. Oh, is one of them being cured? Okay, all right, fair enough. You're allowed to do that. We have 29 advanced tools. Okay. And let's put that ice pit back in because we definitely want to have him doing his job. And then force some more people to be healed. Okay, that looks like 4 people. And actually the sickness domain is going to be vanquished before we're even done dealing with the bleeding. That's pretty funny. All that cooling. All right. Get out of here. You. Domain threat is dangerous. Not really. It is funny though, because their mini apocalypse is always the most threatening, I find. Arrgh! We beat it. The domain is vanquished, end of the domain. Which means this doctor has no purpose. But that's okay, we'll keep him doing his job. That's fine. The flower field has been researched, and... No, I refuse. We're not getting the rain mill. Let's get the skinning rack. We have 20 people not doing their jobs, but we're still fine. See, this is the thing. Idle pips. That boon that we passed up, which said that idle pips don't count towards overpopulation, we would have no overpopulation at this point. And right now, overpopulation is causing 15 more cataclysm, 15 more heat, and 15 more fear. So that's a big deal. Like, clearly we don't need these people for anything because we're doing fine. I guess we're not producing a whole lot of food, but whatever, right? So I could take those people out and now all these become a lot easier. Of course, it's not an issue because we're still fine. More hope. Hold on. Is the pub not working? No, pub's not working. Dang it. Cure bleeding again. And I have another knife master? No. Okay, good enough. I guess I should put them back into food production just because. Where's that coming from? The hope. Oh, it's from the pub. Yeah. Wait a second. That looks like the doctor, not the pub guy. Is that an imposter? Skinning rack. And I may as well click on the cloth maker. There's a hunter there. Are they just visiting? That's kind of cute. They're just visiting the pub. Okay. Any more bleeding guys? No, we got the bleeding guys all cured just in time. Perfect. And okay, we have enough of that, enough of that, enough of that. Our production dropped. Oh, one of them was being cured. That's why. And then I guess we'll just make some food. Sure. There you go. We do have a mini apocalypse happening now for fear. We'll see what that's about. But the worst would be depression, and we can cure that with the pub. As long as the pub person himself doesn't become depressed. But even if they do, training only takes 1 day, so we're fine. 1,689 hope. Okay, they're all showing up around here. That's a lot of people gathering. Uh-oh, this might be bad. You know what? This says Omen event, so I think that boon that said that events are half as effective probably would have applied to all this. Okay, they're all mourning, which generates more fear, but it doesn't stop them from working. So that's okay by me. They'll be mourning forever, but the domain will be gone, so it won't matter. We can cure some mourning. Where do we do that? Is that the refreshment stand? 20 pips are mourning for 10. Oh, only 10 days. I thought it was forever. Anoclophobia? What was that? I missed what the word was. Should have read it. A mini apocalypse is coming. Just like omens, we need to be ready for anything. Yeah. Same old, same old. We are generating a lot. Oh, that's only 20 for mourning. Yeah, we're generating a lot of fear. Well, let's get back to doing the pub thing. I think that guy stopped again. No innkeeper. What? Wait a second. Oh no, mourning means they can't work. We need the pub guy. Where do we cure mourning? Is that... Nope, distressed. Oh, I don't remember. I know flowers is one way. How do we cure mourning? Mourning with flowers. I knew that one. Depressed. Well, hold on, guys. If I look at the grave, we don't have any flowers. I want to check mourning. Hold on. Let's go to one of these mourning pips. There you go. Burial site and grave. That's it. Overridden by depressed. So if they were depressed, we'd be in a better shape because we could actually cure them. Although our innkeeper is the one that happened to get hit by this event. That's ironic. Well, 500 surplus hope, 4 days means that it doesn't matter. As long as we keep generating the 37. Those guys don't matter, I'm sorry to say. One of our ice pips is mourning though, that's sad. That's strange though. So flowers... Oh no, are our cows dead? Oh no, we let the cows die. I'm sorry. I forgot to harvest barley. I feel bad on that one. Well, let's plant some flowers. We can grow some flowers. They, they don't give a whole lot. +1 if there's a water maker within 1. I could put that down here. Make some more glop. Water maker within 1. Let's remove this. I'm sorry, cows. Oh, after all that, we were so close. We almost managed to feed our cows, and then I didn't tell them to harvest the crops. Whoopsie daisy. So we'll remove that, and we can plant a flower field there and get a couple people healed per day, I guess. Yeah. Okay, whatever. But yeah, as far as this domain is concerned, we're fine. If I was concerned, then what I would do is I would train another innkeeper. We could do that. We could just do that for the heck of it. Alright. Plant me a field of flowers. There you go. That will take 4 days to grow, so 4 days from now we'll be able to start curing the morning people, but it'll be too late because the event's gonna be over. It won't matter. Wow, they're all just standing around crying. So the only way to cure mourning is with flowers. That's interesting. I don't know. So mourning is actually just as bad as depression in this game. Where do we go here? Insulated cellar? Public baths? Let's get the insulated cellar. We're fine on temperature. We're fine on this. We're fine on copper, right? Yep, no problem with copper, no problem with water. Those are the main things. Fine on the ice as well. And food. That's all we need, really. I hope I didn't mess up my math on the hope for sphere thing. Yeah, it's 90 per day. Yeah, we're good. It wouldn't really matter at this point because I couldn't change it. These water temples are so strong. They kind of feel mandatory. Like, I guess... Obviously, we did well with the parks last time. With Yugong, the parks were great. We handled the nature stuff. And that felt really good. But I don't see doing it with the greater temple. The greater altar. Where you have to put it in like a U with the other trees. I don't know. You will regret this. I will not. The domain is vanquished. End of the domain. And yeah, we're good on temperature, good on everything, just passed the day. We'll let the morning pips get over it on their own. They don't need flowers. They just need some time. And they've earned it, right? Our villagers have all worked very hard. They deserve a good break. Do they count as idle pips at that point? I wonder. So, like I was saying, if we had taken that boon that said idle pips don't count towards overpopulation, if it then gives you something like that... Ah, I think they are not idle pips at that point because they cannot work. Okay, so then it would actually really suck. Huh. We have a temperature event coming up. Maybe we should get our temperature guy on morning. Like, cure him of the morning so we can get another ice pip. Get him back to work. Ice feels super important. Like, we're not doing it with these huge fans. We can have a lot of them going. Oh, wow, stuff's burning. All right. Well, I've got water to secure that. It's gonna take a lot of people. Oh, that's it? 5 buildings? Wait, what? Seriously? That's it? 20 pips are morning. Completely disabling them. 5 random bushes are burning. Okay. A mini apocalypse is coming. Just like omens, we need to be ready for anything. That is something I find a little weird in this game, is the... I don't know if it's scaling or just whatever. Building is blocked, dismantle. I want to clear the burning. Is how some events are devastating and others are not. Like, no way, however you look at this, what 5 buildings could it set to burning that would be devastating for us? We spend 1 day putting out the fire. That's it. Like, you could pick any 5 buildings in our settlement, it wouldn't matter. The 5, you know, the water temples, whatever. So it's a little weird because 20 pips are morning. There's no way the player is prepared to heal 20 pips in 1 day. Like, I'd have to have 10 graves down and then 10 flowers. Or aside from my healing. Oh wait, even then. Graves, can you heal more than 1 person with a grave? Heals 2 morning. Yeah, it heals 2 morning. So it'd be 10 graves, 10 flowers. People aren't going to have 10 graves down. Unless they've been doing really badly, I guess. But, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Just that balancing thing, I guess. And even then, a building burns down, you build it again. Like, yes, it does put the buildings out of commission, and that's a bad thing, but it's 1 day if you have the water, which I would hope by this point you'd have 10 water. That's all you need. Kind of odd. It's like early on when we had that one event, I think it made like 3 of our people, oh, what was it? 3 of our people sick or stunned or something like that. Like they couldn't work for 10 days. And then a later event made 1 guy stunned for 3 days. It was like, what? How did we go from 3 people are out of commission for 10 days to 1 person is out of commission for 3 days? It's strange. And the sickness also generates additional sickness in that domain. I don't know. Just odd. Just odd. It's good to have some variance, because then you can feel like, oh man, I got lucky. But then I feel that feeling, saying, oh man, I got lucky should pertain more to the type of event rather than the numbers on the event. Like, that burning event, to put it in line with the morning, should have been, say, 10 buildings on fire. Because then it's like, oh man, you need to have 10 pips putting out fires, and you need 20 water. Like, it's at least somewhat more damaging or concerning. More in line with 20 pips are out of work. You know? So that's a numbers thing for balancing. The actual event itself is cool. It can be more hurtful to some people than others. Like morning, for example, if we were playing the Yugong thing, morning wouldn't have been an issue because we had plenty of flowers. In this one, I didn't have the flowers ready, so I couldn't cure the morning. So it does affect different villages differently, and that's good. More research on public baths, why not? Look at this, and we're doing great on food, even though I'm not paying attention to it. All these fancy foods, eh? Cooked red meat and cheese. We could be making meatballs if we wanted. I don't think we could be making stew, we would need some vegetables for that. Alright, you big sun guy. There you go. Cheer up. This is not possible. The domain is vanquished. End of the domain. And we have a couple days until... Oh, hey, look at that. Everybody's on morning. Well, we don't need the ice pip anymore. We don't need the pub guy anymore. Let's put another fisherman in. There you go. There you go. All 6 water temples are going. And apparently our smelter guys were out. I didn't realize. Let's get some of that going. Nice. Neat stuff. Plus 222 nature per day. We can almost sustain that. Not quite there on the copper bars, but pretty close. Yeah, I guess water lovers, getting that boon was just such a massive help to us. And that's a cool one. Like, I like the idea of different boons being helpful to different elders. Water lovers is obviously just incredible for this one. If we were playing someone else, I don't know if I'd actually use water lovers very often because, like for Yugong, for example, he just had like one river going through the middle of the place. It's good. You could put stuff along that river and get boosted production. That's fine. But yeah, most elders don't have a lot of water around the map, so it's not that amazing. Obviously for the captains, perfect. We got lucky on that for sure. And that wind is so cool. I like that one. The 1.5 times efficiency when there's wind. Because those wind events, oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Like 2 damage inflicted to 36 buildings. That's okay, but like that could be devastating. You compare that to 5 buildings are on fire, right? And that there's no response to that. It's just you took the damage. If these buildings didn't have 3 health, they would be downed. Like what? My mountain spring is gone. I'm surprised that only had 2 health. Really? This fencing has more health than a mountain spring? Alright. But yeah, like you just look at that for comparison. Doesn't affect us, we're fine. We lost a mountain spring, we still have a ton of water. I'm glad it didn't hurt the animals. This glop, I should look into getting glop up and running sooner in future settlements, in future villages, because it really is pretty efficient. Just getting some eggs, right? Like it's pretty high up on the research tree. You get the chicken pen pretty much right away, actually. We look at growth, chicken pen right away, egg farm right away, and then after we have those, I guess you would research the cloth maker to get to the cauldron. That's a little bit awkward. Or just go down this path to get to it. I don't know, however you get to the cauldron, you get to the cauldron. And then you can make a lot of eggs and just put a few cauldrons around. Like feeding these chickens on seeds, you're turning seeds into food very efficiently. How much is 1 seeds per chicken, right? So you could surround this egg thing with 12 chickens. That's 12 seeds per day, making 12 eggs. Yeah, 12 eggs per day. 1 seed becomes 1 egg, and 1 egg becomes 11 food or 10 food. Normally. And the number of workers required is very low. You need people making the seeds. I guess you need efficient seed production, which we do have from the seed, this thing here, whatever it's called, seed extractor. So if our guys were just working in foraging huts or whatever, then it wouldn't really be worthwhile. But yeah, 1 seed extractor, 1 farmer, maybe 2 seed extractors if we were doing 12 chickens. 2 seed extractors, 1 farmer, and then however many glop things do you need? 12 glop things, holy crap. So it's averaging out to something like 7 or 8 food per guy, and that's very reliable food. You're not going to have any issues during winter because the seeds continue to be extracted. Oh, I guess you do need to have people actually harvesting the fruits as well. I don't know, I think it's still fine. Glop seems pretty good. And because it's held in multiple stages, you're storing seeds, you're storing eggs, you're storing glop itself. So that's 3 stages of storage, which is just like the bread in terms of storage. So if you needed to, you'd have a lot in reserve. Like bread, the thing is that you hold the barley, you hold the flour, and you hold the bread. So 3 stages there as well. And I guess you hold the seeds for planting the barley, but that's extra work as in addition. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I like the glop thing. I avoided that for the first couple of villages, but I'll be using that more in the future. And the herding in general. Herding cows seems quite nice. And herding chickens, obviously, as I was just saying, herding the chickens is quite good. Yeah, neat stuff. Of course, making bread still seems like probably the best. but it's a little bit more involved. I like the idea of just setting up some chicken coops and having our food covered. Good game. I agree. The domain is vanquished. End of the domain. What happened, Elder? Is this the end? I think. Yes, this is it. We survived? We did. The domains are defeated. Our curse is lifted. Good job, my fellow pips. Now let's rebuild everything once again. And this is the story of how our village was born. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a rest. Oh. Things are frozen? Hello? Oh, there we go. All right. That's all, folks. Thank you for playing, says the developer. Michelle, I forget his last name. I hope you enjoyed the world of DotAGE at least as much as I enjoyed building it. Dedicated to my father. Michelle Pervano. Good job, Michelle. Music by Luigi Di Guida and voices by Jake Huntsbusher. It's pretty cool what a few people can do, right? This took him a long time, though. Apparently, he's been working on it since 2014. English localization by him. Yeah. Special thanks to all the people who have accompanied me on this too long journey. That's a weird way of saying it. Fadila, thank you so much for the infinite love and support. I would not have been able to complete the stream without you, Dario Depo, and all my friends that saw the game in its infancy. Federico, Emmanuel, Matteo, and all the rest of the Explorer crew for the valuable feedback. Canamil, the looked up, and all the Discord beta testers that have been so patient with my bugs. Times, Ariel, and Courier. Can't imagine life without you, small beast. Times, Ariel, and Courier. Those are good names. BMI, and I can't wait to tell you about this journey. All the people that spoke nice words about the game and forwarded me, I'm sure you helped me keep going. And of course, you players for playing the game. He named his pets about after fonts. That's funny. All right, cool. 89,000 points. I don't know what our score was in previous villages. I have troubles keeping track of that. I guess we can check. We'll have the leaderboards here in a moment. And we earned a bunch more memory points for more memory unlocks in our next playthrough. 280 days played, 112 completed researches, 41 good events, 64,797 produced resources. Seems like a lot to me. 4 domains vanquished, completed story. Days saved, difficulty modifier times 1.5 because we were on hard difficulty there. I think I'm going to stick to hard difficulty. I know that seemed pretty easy once we got going, but I don't feel a need to go to harder difficulty. I'm happy with hard. Let's check Elder. Can I check all of them? Okay, Matus. Maybe? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Okay, Shaman, there you go. Oh, yeah, Matus wasn't played on hard, that's why. So Shaman on hard was a total of 74,000 points. So we did beat that with 89,000. Yugong was 90,000 points. So we did ever so slightly better on Yugong. Ah, okay. I felt we were really good on Captain. So next up, we'll be playing Santa, and there's Randolph. But next up, we'll be playing Santa and see what sort of mechanics are involved there. And I'm excited to see what that's about. Excellent. All right. Well, have a great day. See you next time.